All right, episode 3, Kickin It podcast. I feel like I recorded my first episode just last week. I got my boy Shtev, Andrew Stevens. I've been saying he's going to come on, and he's here. He's finally got the time. What are you doing, cuz?
What's going on? Not much. You know what I mean? Just having a beer.
He was flat out writing, working on the new album, which is done, written.
Yeah, it's written musically. It's written.
Now recording and all the fiddly shit, huh?
Yeah, like I was telling you before we started, I was like, still got now all the songs are written. There's a bunch of them, 14, and I'm like going through now, flesh them out. Now I need to go through and make sure all the guitar riffs are good, all the drum rolls are sick, like everything like that. Get it all polished. Then we can get into producing the stuff good.
The mission's
Yep. Writing is the easy part. Like this is like do
you dead set believe that?
100% writing, like especially this album. This album was like so easy to write compared to the last one. The last one was like, I don't know what it was. Like I didn't feel like kind of home with that gent shit. It was like,
yeah,
it was kind of forced because it was like it seemed like the right genre to do with rap because like the tempos were like around the same tempo as like trap and shit like that. And like this time it's like I just kind of didn't give a fuck and just wrote whatever the fuck I wanted. Like
that's
you know what I mean. So like it's like. Writing this time, I probably wrote like 18, 19 songs and cut back like so many of them just because like they didn't make the cut.
Well, I spoke to Blackie about it, and I was saying I think that you pass that. You know how like bands have that sophomore curse thing where you're like, good luck following the first one. Where you just did it and you passed, and now it's like, bro. Fuck everything. Now we just do
the first one. Like we were talking, I was with Blackie last night and we were saying
fuck the free world.
We were sitting there last night and we were like, I made a joke. I was like, I just want to delete all the old shit. And he's like, bro, I thought the same thing. He's like, I want to delete it as well. I'm like, no, we won't. But
and that seems a lot of people seem to be doing that. Like,
a lot of people find their way as they're going through. Like you don't know. Like you can prepare yourself all you want, but until you get out there and start doing shit, then you realize like, all right. Fuck most artists, especially metal bands, have been in previous bands that you can't really say that they're fucking proud of. Like, yeah, that band was obviously some have, but most of them are just stepping stones. Most of them are
you know what I'm saying?
You just wanted to get on stage and be a fuckwit at like some shitty fucking venue, invite all your mates, and then
which you need though.
Yeah, you need to have that, and then you need to go to the next show where no one turns up because your mates aren't gonna come. They all come for the first one because they're excited, and the second one you got like 25 people there. You know what I mean? And it's like 3 50-year-old drunk dudes that just happen to be at the pub and now they're here.
Do you appreciate them shows now? Like the early Adversary shows and shit like that where it was like 15 cunts and 14 were your friends?
Yeah, like it was good back then. Like we were young back then as well. Like how old was I? 20 or something like that? I don't know. It was a while ago. Well, DVSR was like we came out 2013 and 2013. I was going to
say even 12.
So I was writing, Unconscious and Life and Death and shit at, probably midway through that year. So Adversary was the thing the year before. So what, 2012? What are we now? 2019? Yeah, 2021?
Fuck.
Yeah, so it's like you go through that shit and then you figure out your way. And I feel like it's not until now that we've really figured out what we want to do. Like you go through that thing where you start and you're like, you feel like you should just
especially when it works.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like the first stuff, it was good. Like we did pretty good for like a band that didn't have a label or like just came out. Probably because there was a bit of like a bit of shock with the vocals and shit like that back then.
Yeah, hard.
But like after like more bands popped up and shit now doing it. Like before it was just like it was Hacktivist then us and everyone made the comparison and then like now this like new metal revival things come up and like everyone's like kind of rapping and giving it a go, but like
no one gives a fuck anymore.
Yeah, it's a good thing, but like before, like
100%.
All that fucking music that came out like I don't know, 2011 until like maybe 2 years ago was all this like everyone's trying to make the prettiest fucking like most well produced.
Yeah,
like the best written songs with like everyone was afraid to do things like odd and different and then recently with bands like Ocean Grove and shit coming out, like they came out and did things a little differently.
Fucking oath.
And then all it takes is for one person to do it and then everyone starts catching on.
Yeah,
and then like you get people thinking like us, we're sitting there like fuck out Jed shit. Like I didn't like it. Like I didn't even listen to the music.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Like as far as metal goes, I don't listen to anything new ever.
Yeah.
Like I'm always stuck in my like 2000s Slipknot.
Yeah.
System.
Yeah. Fucking oath.
Deftones. Like I don't listen to metal of the last 10 years. Like maybe
Sugar.
Maybe when I was like 15 and I was going through like a Parkway Drive, August Burns Red phase and then
what are you cranking? What's your What do you have on your Spotify thing? What just genre-wise, not your 10 artists. What?
The 4 genres that pop up, the popular ones.
Yeah, what was the most?
So it's like the 4 of them are rock, metal, hip hop, and it changes between like electronic music and electronic music. What was the other one? And pop music. Pop music probably because like I'm doing it for school, like teaching and stuff like that. So like I come up and I'm listening to things and doing things. That and some pop music's good.
I fucking know.
Not so much these days, but like some of it like
nah, there
through.
is.
Some of it creeps through.
There's always there is sometimes that pop song where you can be a pop hater as much as you want, but it's a fucking banger.
Like like that Post Malone song came. What was it? Better Now, that one. Like,
oh yeah.
Like look, as far as like it doesn't really fit into hip hop. It doesn't really fit into pop. It has its own kind of like little thing. But like it's a song that comes on that like I'm not gonna go and fucking buy the record or like hang the shit up on my wall or anything like that. But it comes on and I'm like, you know what?
Nah, for sure.
Catchy. It's good to go.
Excuse me. I was listening to that album. Like the whole thing, and that wasn't a single yet. And me and Nin would just drive, listen to it, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be or should be a single. This is fucking just that na na na."
And the hook off the bat, like, straight away.
Yeah, bro. And starts with the hook, and that's it. Yeah, fucking oath. You know what? What was a big one for me? That somebody that you used to know. I fucking loved that song, and that's a huge pop song,
massive.
But that was such a track. I love that song. So anytime it came on, that was one of the rare songs.
Yeah,
where I was like,
it's one of them rare pop songs.
Let it go.
You go through all the shit, and you're like,
yeah, they're all right.
Just let it slip alone. It can go.
Oh, before I forget, because it's
sitting on the table,
and still a fresh thing that I'm starting to do. Record of the week, as I said on the last episode, what I'll be doing. Random record that I've got this week. Let me see if that's even in the shot. Yeah, Rage Against the Machine's second album, Evil Empire. I have their first album, but you know,
if you got the first one, like,
you know what I mean. Like that's the one that everyone knows. That's where the hits are on. That's where all that shit's from. This is still a great album, 96, and the reason I pulled it out was because Bulls on Parade.
Yeah.
It's on this, and Denzel Curry, fucking what?
He fucking murdered that.
What
like, he came out like
I
woke up in the morning and I looked at my fucking like news like whatever, it was Friday because it's like a version on Friday.
Did you believe the caption? You were like, what?
Nah, like you know what? I looked at it and I was like, trust one of them like that type of like alternative new age type of rappers to get into do something.
And it shows you they're into everything.
You know what I mean? It's one of them type of cunts. Like those it seemed like those guys are like they jacked their style not from hip hop. They look like they took it from some like. You know, some of the rocky metal bands back in the day, like
fucking oath.
Like,
I hear punk in so many new,
100%.
Even the ones that sing like those melodies, the pop punk melodies, bro. Like even Trippie Redd, all them.
Talking about Post Malone before, he's on stage singing Nirvana. He brings a guitar out. It's just
fucking oath.
I feel like it's like he looks like he's from like a
he wears cowboy
band,
boots,
like a grungy band or like from the 90s. He doesn't look like a pop star.
That's why there was a thing where he made some comments like I don't even listen to rap music or whatever shit like that. And heaps of cunts got cut.
Yeah. What did he say? He said like,
I think he pretty much said that like I don't even listen to rap or I don't even listen to hip hop.
Did he mention an artist or did he just say hip hop was?
I think he said all of hip hop. He's like I listen to more like Johnny Cash or whatever.
Yeah,
he said.
That's right. Yeah.
And then people from hip hop were like, bro, you're in
I
our market.
I know what he said. He came out and said something like hip hop is shit. Like it's shit. It's like a shit genre of music in comparison to whatever. And then he came back out later and was like, "Who am I to tell you what's shit and what's not?"
Yeah,
you know what I mean. He came out with some bullshit. Like he's
and
probably
hip-hop,
fucking pissed off, like drunk off his fucking nut when he said the first one.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, if he doesn't like hip hop and doesn't listen to hip hop, bro, that's it. Whatever.
Like, who cares?
He doesn't make hip hop.
Oh, you did. Like it could be like classic.
They're trap beats. A little bit,
like whatever.
He's singing, but.
Who cares? You can say whatever you want. Like,
100%.
Because he plays hip hop, he's got to listen to fucking what? He's got to go through all the old classics, get into Big L and fucking
KRS-One. Post Malone. Why would he listen to KRS-One? Like you don't hear it anywhere in him.
Like he doesn't even like. He's too young for starters. Like we push back at that, and we're very young. Like for us, we were like what crawling around as babies when that shit was coming out. Early 90s, late 80s,
and way before we were born.
Way before we were born, and it's like this cunt's like what? 20, 21? How old is he? Post Malone. I'm pretty sure he's young. He's like 5 or 6 years younger than us.
Yeah, early 20s.
So like he would have been coming up, like, remembering music first time through the 2000s.
Fucking oath.
Yes.
And that's what would have influenced him.
Probably.
Bro, Lil Wayne is the biggest influence on today's hip hop, like, and obviously more people, but just listen to all the whole SoundCloud.
As far as I can remember back, like with this whole new age rap, like the trap beats, heavy bass, like the kind of like just real catchy flow, and none of this like real like special flow, just real catchy hooks and shit.
Yeah.
Like A Milli by Lil Wayne. Like when that shit came out, everyone was just like, "A Milli," and the bass dropped. Everyone was just fucking on it. Like I remember hearing that song. It was going around for fucking like 2 or 3 years. Everyone was just pumping it. It was like every party. And it was like next to like electronic music's all these songs that like wouldn't really fit it. And like here comes this song that's like now like a party banger that everyone's not really like, you don't really have to listen to it. It's just kind of on and you can enjoy it.
And the bass drove that
That's
song.
what it was.
Because I think like every 2 or 4 bars it would drop out and it would just be that naked snare.
And then it comes back in.
And every time you got G'd up, it was like 12 drops in one song.
It was a sick as shit.
Well, I think that is one of the most remixed hip hop songs
I was gonna say
ever, or jumped on beats.
I'm pretty sure that song like started the whole trend of like people started like bass boosting shit, like like the bass wasn't already loud enough.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say
like you gotta go on there and chuck it on, and so you're listening to it, and it's just clipping.
Who bass boosted a Milli? That is.
I swear to God, it exists.
Sonical destruction.
It exists. People do it all the time now, but for memes and shit, like.
Well, that mid 2000s, it was fuck off bass. Like now, there's bass it's more 808s. Where I'm talking about the.
Yeah.
The shit they used to make number plates rattle when everyone had systems.
And that's when the 2000s everyone started.
Everyone had
giant vans with like 600 subs in the back.
Why?
And there's people with the windows down, their heads just fucking flying. I saw one the other day and I was like, are people still doing this? Are people still doing this?
I actually heard a fucking trunk rattle the other day, cuz, and I was like, I'm glad someone's holding on, you know what I mean?
Another fleet, like.
Yeah, bro. So, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
The same generation that had, if you didn't have 212s, you were fucking weak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Watts and RMS and all kinds of shit. Cunts were doing calculations they couldn't even count. Or what it is, the wattage, and you got to, to push the 6x9s and the tweeters.
Like they chuck like 2 fucking like 15-inch speakers back, and then they just run the front. They got 2 tweeters, nothing else. There's no in between. There's no mid range. It's just fucking tweeters and subs. That's all you got. You can't even hear the vocals. All you can hear is the hats and the bass.
Where they were the most painful car rides ever, but you loved it. Like your ears were bleeding, and you were just like, "Oh, Lil Wayne's losing it."
You're driving through the fucking area like a hard car, like driving around. People used to swing past stockies with the shit blaring, really blues in the mouth. Just fucking boot rattling, about to pop off the shit.
Cause Dipset used to make my heart hurt, bro. Jim Jones, We Fly. Oh, remember that Taxi Driver? We fly, Nola, you know this, ballin'. And it's just this.
He had the fucking bling on.
There's a video. I was singing that to this random taxi driver who had this.
Put it in the description. Link the Instagram video in the description if you can do that. Can you do that?
You can, yeah, you probably can. Anyway, it was just this Indian
taxi
driver who was just cranking gangster shit, and we started singing Jim Jones, We Fly High, and he had this little chain, and we were just bawling. Oh, I lost it. Oh, bro.
Oh, fucking hell. How do we get onto this? Oh.
The
album.
Yeah, Denzel Curry killed that.
Yeah, he did. That's what I was saying. Yeah, in the morning on the Friday.
Wow.
We're back.
Detour.
10 minutes later.
Detour.
Yeah. So in that morning, I remember just seeing it. Like one person shared it, 2 people shared it. Every fucking person was sharing it. Like
bro.
Metal background, hip hop background, like everything in between. Everyone that just like knew anything about Rage or knew anything about Denzel Curry was just on it.
Nah, for sure. Because Rage is one of them bands that it still lasts and still very relevant, and
like I was saying to you before as well, like Rage isn't necessarily like my go-to band to listen to or anything like that.
Yeah.
But like some of their songs are fucking bangers. You can't deny it.
No one hates Rage.
Like you don't hate them.
There are people that don't love them,
Yeah.
but there's no one out there that's like Rage rubbish.
Yeah.
Whoever says that,
yeah. No,
they're not my friends.
Like, if you're into any good music, you got to respect them. Like,
Yeah,
they're
100%.
a fucking top band. Like,
Oh, fucking
like I said,
oath.
I'm never going to listen down through all their albums. I'll pick and choose, like, Bulls on Parade and get through, like, the songs that I like. You know,
Yeah.
Everyone remembers playing fucking San Andreas.
100%. Wait, I was talking about that the other day. That's one thing that's cut is no more Tony Hawk games.
Like, I was
bro.
talking to the boys about this, like, maybe 2-3 months ago. I was saying, like, Tony Hawk, they used to put on like young bands, and it was like a giant platform for cunts. Like
Bro.
a song would be on, and you used to go and you used to have like the games even do that anymore. You know when you go on like the menu and you can go through the music.
Yeah.
Like Need for Speed did it. And you go in and you can like select which music you want to hear or whatever, or like listen and find it, the song names, and it used to come up at the bottom.
Yeah,
like
you pick 3 bangers and you put them on repeat.
Yeah, when you're skating around and on the bottom right, it's like, you know, whatever band it is, whatever. And they used to slap on like fucking all the way from like hip hop, like early hip hop to like
Punk City, cuz.
Like fucking grindcore, fucking metal. It was like there was, and everything in between. It was just like, and then you get like Frank Sinatra on which one was that?
Oh, that was
Wasteland. Is that what it's called? No, Wasteland's a different one. Underground.
Going with a fuck off flip. I think that's why today it wouldn't work, because Tony Hawk's was like unrealistic. So, like
that's why it was sick, part.
I know, but I'm saying today, like, in the age of simulation,
where
everything is.
Anyone who's played Underground 2 knows that when there's this part in one of the cities, I can't remember. I think it's in like Barcelona or something. I think because you skate around the world.
Yeah.
There's like, you go on top of this roof and you hit this like bowl, and then you come down another bowl and another bowl, and you hit this like giant building. And it's like the biggest air you can ever get in the whole game. It's as sick as shit.
No, they were sick games. Yeah, I think they made a couple on the recent consoles.
I think it died off with online gaming. Like once the internet came in properly, and online gaming, Call of Duty,
and they also probably like they weren't producing the quality of games that people expect now. You know, like.
No, I don't know. I don't game too much, but like as far as I'm aware, like things like Fortnite, PUBG, they kind of shoot them up, like, you know, like what do they call it?
Standard
like, battle royale type games is a thing now. Everyone's doing it. Like Call of Duty are doing it now. They're doing the battle royale. Everyone's doing it.
It's new and it's fat.
Like, cause you just like 100 random cunts just jump in, and they're all real people you're versing, and it just fucking feels good. Like me and the boys play on our phone every night.
And I'm sure anyone that's played Fortnite has thought like. That idea, like what a hectic idea. I wish I could play this on Call of Duty, or I wish I could play this on Battlefield, right. Or whatever, on another shooting game. And obviously them games have, you know, done the smart
That's the thing,
move.
with those games you need to hear footsteps and shit, so they couldn't put music over. But that's just, like you're saying, it's a shame that they like those games don't exist. Like even like the car games and stuff. Like they used to, like Need for Speed was good. They did more pop music, Need for Speed, but like
and hip hop.
That's why Tony Hawk was good, because there was heaps of underground bands. Like probably bands that like we probably live around. Like wouldn't surprise you if someone like Die Hard or Northlane or something got on a game like that.
On an early, for sure.
On like a Tony Hawk's game.
Yeah,
it would not surprise me in the slightest bit.
A fuckload of punk bands that are were like early on in the old Tony Hawk's games.
I guarantee you,
that's what it was known for.
Someone got picked up from that shit, 100%.
Bro, like, and think about it, kids are spending fucking 8 hours, 6 hours a day with like these songs on repeat. They're learning them off by heart. They know, and then that's it. They'll hear that voice again, and then it's on.
Yeah, even if you don't realize when you're young, say you're like 12, 13, you hear it, then you get a bit older and you hear it, you're like, fuck, where do I know that fucking song from? And it's like, little did you know it's been in the back of your head.
That's why now, as soon as I hear what's that Lil Jon song? That's Need for Speed Underground 2. Yeah.
Track.
As soon as you hear that intro, you think of Need for Speed starting.
The Doors with Snoop Dogg.
Riders on the storm. What a you're just drifting.
With spinners on your fucking RX-8. you had a star rating. You had to
they had the systems.
Yeah, they did.
You could full put subs and shit.
Here you are, like gripping out, lightweighting your car so you can chuck a fucking giant sub in the back.
17
screens and shit. Like, bro. You can't even pop the boot in the game. What's the point?
No, you can.
Can you?
You used to have to take photos for.
No, but could you drive like free drive and pop the boot?
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, this is like.
I think it was only when you took photos for magazines and shit.
Yeah, that's why you had to have your car looking stupid, and like they wouldn't let you get away with like just like, you know, nice paint jobs like body kit and like some good rims. Like, you had to go full
an empty boot,
spinners, wide body kit. Fucking decals down the side, like Fast and the Furious spec.
The mid-2000s is full of fads that never lasted.
The worst for it. From you know what it is? It was like bringing in the 2000s, the new millennium. It was like, we're on. It's like
it's the future.
It's the future. Like
spinning wheels.
Fuck the 90s. Fuck them off. Like, here we go. We're gonna create something new, and everyone just came in with all these ideas and just fucked up.
And they were all shit.
All of them are shit.
They were all shit. Even music. That was like the ringtone rap era. Like,
nah, some good music came out in the 2000s.
No, there's an exception to everything. But I'm saying, fashion-wise, because think about it, the fuck off baggy. Like I love baggy, but I'm talking about where
I know what you're talking about.
3 sizes, 4 sizes too big, 7XL shirts.
Yeah,
usually
like
wear
stupid shit.
medium.
Yeah.
You know that shit. I'm glad it didn't last because it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
I know I have a bunch of photos, Blackie as well. He has some.
Like I would have killed to be like our age now in that thing and just seen like Darren from fucking down the street, like with his, get out of his fucking Holden Commodore, and he's got his fucking full Dada tracksuit on, like
his metallic Sean John. And a do-rag. You know for a fact Darren had a metallic Sean John and a do-rag. Fucking respect to Dazza, bro. Oh, what a sick
that's
cunt.
fucking hilarious. Bro, you know what's funny? Just reminded me of something. When I was at uni like 2 years ago or something, I was walking down to, like, this is one of them fads. Like, I was walking down to, like, to the class. I used to park on the street. So I'm walking down. All I hear, what's a fucking song? It's pissing me off. I can't remember it. It was Ludacris. Give me some songs by Ludacris.
Act a Fool,
Yeah, it was Act a Fool. That's it. That's it. I can't believe it's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
I'm walking down, all I hear is like Act a Fool, like full blast from like 3 kilometers away. Oh man, I'm like, I had to check the date, bro. I was like, what fucking year is this? This cunt comes fast, I promise you, in a fucking like pearlescent Commodore.
Oh my God.
Full blast, the full boot rattle, like we're talking before, everything's rattling, and this cunt's driving like 30 kilometers an hour just to make sure that everyone who's walking can hear the shit. He's just eyeing every car.
How does that song go? How does that song go?
Which one?
Try too fast.
Too furious.
I'm too fast for y'all, man. Oh my God. Wait, do you remember a couple of years ago, going back to that same fucking song? You just reminded me of something. You're going to remember this. I was at Krispy Kreme's, just down here, grabbing donuts or something. And bro, my boy had that song on like 24. You know, max is 30.
Yeah.
He had it on 24. And he had neons on, cuz. And it was like way later. It was like 3-4 years ago. And I took a photo. No, sorry. He wasn't playing that. I was playing the song, Snapchatting this guy with his neons, just standing at the front. Like, what's that Mexican guy from Fast and Furious?
Hector. Oh, you're the funniest shit.
When my boy
he's out there like
with 3/4 jeans on, cuz. You know?
He's out there in the 3/4 next to his Honda Civic. Like, Hector's going to be running Honda Civics with Multec system exhaust.
I got tears,
nice.
bro. Green neons, and I'm like, Ludacris, I need to play that right now and snap that.
Oh, what is it about that song? You know why? Because it's in Too Fast and Furious.
Yeah, like that was the soundtrack song.
So, like, and then you see all these cars. And
the same way thing. Riders on the storm, and all them songs is instantly what you think of.
Because you associate yourself fucking doing up cars on.
Exactly. Oi, what about the fucking Panthers running trains? Thank God for the Penrith Panthers.
Oh, true. I don't really follow like NRL too much or whatever, but like I know about it. I've seen all all the fucking Batuta articles coming out about it and shit.
No.
Like they're like, I think the Batuta article was like the manager has given them like Nokia 3310 so they can't fucking film anything. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what they did.
Haven't you seen the videos?
Huh?
You haven't seen the videos?
No, I haven't seen them.
Bro,
the last thing I saw about any fucking sports star was, what's that? I don't know. He was racking lines somewhere. Some cunt was fucking.
Shannon Knoll.
Was that before or after he fucked that guy's mum?
Oi, anyone who didn't see that coming, I saw a rehab stint coming from that Shuey video.
Yeah, bro,
he was rattled.
He was finished.
Shuey shattered, and he's just there chewing his jaw off.
Yeah, the last thing is, I think it might have been was it NRL? I don't know if it was NRL or AFL. I don't know. They're all fucked. Like, they've all got fucking problems. You can't get through fucking 48 hours without some fucking cunt coming out.
Nah.
You know, you fucking ran a train on a fucking 14-year-old girl who's pissing in someone's mouth or fucking...
In his own mouth.
Or his own mouth, or he's fucking on this shard.
They never cease to amaze, legit.
they're fucked.
The NRL is the best. Well, I'm going to advise you to get into some fucking better group chats. Because, you know for a fact, I got mess cunts in my group chat. The second their videos leaked, it was... and they were there. So, do you know the story behind the whole thing?
I have no idea, bro, at all.
So... a bunch of these Penrith players recorded having a foursome with some multiple chicks, but one of the girls, do you know who MG is?
No.
You don't follow NRL at all?
No.
Joined the club, but I was...
You looked it up.
I got Aussie friends, bro. They let me know. Anyway, He's like a Penrith OG.
Yeah, so he's like one of their better
Like a
players been around
Penrith
for
immortal.
ages. Yeah,
Played
like
for him.
like an Andrew Johns or Newcastle, but like
100%,
you know what I mean?
right? And it's his daughter. Yeah, it's fucking messy, and there's videos. Like I'll show you later.
Was he in the? No, he's not in the team anymore. Obviously, he's too old. Yeah.
No. He's like a radio guy. Wait. Two wogs talking about NRL, clueless, bro.
Yeah, just here, like who?
So what is he?
What'd you say? MJ, Michael Jackson. That's something else we can fucking talk about. That fucking new thing coming out.
New thing.
That's not new, but like that new documentary.
I mean, like he's the new thing. Like he's the latest.
Yeah.
He's been the latest ever since he was 5. Anyway. So, but yeah, that's what's going on. There's also videos with other girls, but one of them is like this
That's
guy
fucked.
from the same club, and the videos are like they're.
Fuck, I'd like to go through like what's going through their fucking head. Like regardless, I don't care if you're fucking NRL or whatever. Like what do you? Like I've never been in a position where I've been like, I've got to whip out my phone and film
a foursome
or anything sexual. Like I've never been in a position. Like maybe if you're with someone and you've been dating them and you want to get a bit frisky and you're trying to bring some fucking zazz into your life. But I've never had that before. I've been like, I'm too busy fucking. Like I don't have time for my fucking phone. I mean somewhere else. I fucking launch the cunt. It's gone.
That's the thing. When there's 4 of them, it's more of a giggle. It's for the group chats, and I think they're actually being charged with revenge porn now too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, bro. Like I mean,
I suppose.
I'm assuming it was consensual sex. I don't think
it was rape, but like if you use the video,
I don't think it was consensual to share it. And eventually, like I said, if I've got it, majority have got it. Believe me.
Bro, cunts are fried. Like why?
Oi, and they're vile. Like I'm not going to quote the Penrith dirty talk that goes
down.
Keep
it PG on there.
Nah, I'm talking like you fucking rat bag is the not dirty part of like one of these videos. Like, so like fucking rat bag, and that's the PG part that I'm willing to quote.
To throw it on the tube.
Bro, I'm talking about like stomping on heads. Like I don't know what Penrith think they are. Like it looked like a porn parody of American History X. The curb stomp, I swear. It was Penrith History X. Oh, bro. Yeah.
Bro, like the only, like, speaking about the sports and all that sort of shit, all these fucking cunts fucking and doing videos and they all film themselves doing drugs. You know who was the best cunt for it? What was that fucking AFL player? What was his name? The Aussie cunt who's on the gear. He's on the shard. Ben Cousins.
Oh yeah,
there's no videos of that cunt. He was just on the fucking shard for years, and he was playing and destroying cunts. This cunt would have gone out for a shard bed to been up for like 3 fucking nights.
He was on the ball.
Rocked up to play. He hasn't slept in fucking 3 days, and just fucking ripped every cunt.
What a sick cunt.
See, like he wasn't out there. Like,
he's on the ball bar.
These cunts were filming it for like why? I don't know. They're stupid, dumb cunts. Like obviously he's a dumb cunt for getting on the shard, but like,
new generation bar.
Yeah.
New generation. It's everything needs to
that
be
whole social
thing.
fucking, everything's to be. You're like, I don't post shit on the internet like that.
Oi, you know what else was fucking funny? Do you remember when Andrew Johns sort of came out? Yeah. So, bro, I remember being a young teenager. So a teenager, and I'm looking at this guy. I'm like, bro, he's throwing himself under the bus harder than anyone I've ever seen.
Yeah,
bro, I think he was already retired.
Yeah.
And I think he got caught with like 1 or 2 pingers. Like nowhere near. He came out, did a 60-minute special.
Like, I've been doing it since 1970 fucking 4.
I couldn't believe he was like, during the games. Like, I was like, bro, stop snitching on yourself. Just admit to the 2 pills. It was a retirement party.
Imagine these days someone's doing that. They'd have fucking earpods in their ears. They're cranking fucking a state of trance. Like they got the shit on and they're on the stage. They're out on the field. You're going to zoom real close in to see their fucking earbuds.
You know how you see all the basketball players?
Airbuds? What are they? AirPods. I don't know, bro.
AirPods.
I don't know. I'm not.
You know how you see all the like NBA players with the big beats on just jumping around? It's just or like DEFCON after movie on the way to the stadium and shit. Yeah, I don't know, but I love it because it just shows you how much the NRL is the favorite child, bro. They can't do wrong.
Yeah, they can't. They try their hardest. They're always like, oh, like
they can't do wrong.
Like it's like, not only that, like like the Australian football, soccer for you, but
yeah,
is like anything great to go off. But like, you know, Australia might be playing someone, and they're just like, where's it? I don't see it. Where it doesn't get advertised nowhere. The next thing you know, fucking Bulldogs are out versus Penny. They're out to fucking.
Don't even worry about State of Origin.
Yeah. Like,
State of Origin. Forget it.
Finish. They got fucking
Thursday off.
They got Hans Zimmer in the contract writing the fucking music. Fucking what's his name?
Scoring.
They got Ridley Scott on the fucking direction.
Nah, it's legit like that.
It's like Blade Runner for fucking
for the State of. Well, how dramatic are the build-ups to that?
It's fucking stupid. Like, speaking about build-ups, I gotta bring this up. Like, I'm gonna go a bit off topic here. But we gotta do it. Married at First Sight, yeah. Fuck the show. I don't care about it. Like, everyone's like, I don't watch it either. I've seen like 2 episodes and my mum watches it. I don't know.
A lot of people watch it though.
Nekic put me onto this. I was crying. Like, I just like...
Shout outs to Nekic.
Yeah, it's a fucking dumb show. Like, people are like, oh my God, they're actors. What? It's entertainment.
Hard.
Like...
The people that are surprised, I'm more surprised by the people that are
surprised.
Like,
I'm just like, are you fucking stupid? It's a fucking stupid TV show. Like, they're going to do anything and any like, if it was just people getting married and being like, you know what, I love you. This is great. No one's going to fucking watch you. He does some shit cunt. Anyway, so Nekic is like to me, I think he was watching it with his missus and he's like, he comes around my place and he goes, have you watched it? I'm like, no, I've never seen it. And he goes, have you heard the music? No. Anyway, he pulls up this fucking video where I promise you it sounded like the Dark Knight soundtrack. I'm pretty sure they ripped it off. Like, I'm talking like full, like 16 French horns on top of the fucking orchestra, like tubas going off, like timpanis, like it sounds like the end of the fucking world just happened. And it really, what happened was like someone spilled someone's coffee over their fucking jeans or some shit. Like, just the shittest thing happened. It's fucking stupid. I was crying.
I've never watched it either. A couple of people, like, it's the most popular question at the moment. Do you watch Married at First Sight?
Yeah.
No, you fuckwit.
Maths. Would you watch Maths?
I'm not a virgin, bro.
Oh, ex-virgin Matt. That's the only thing I laughed at. Like, isn't everyone an ex-virgin? Like, once you fucked, aren't you? Like, like, why did he... They're just like humiliating this cunt. Like, ex-virgin Matt. Fuck. Why you fucked? You're not a virgin. Like...
How funny, but like, that's his whole identity. Yeah. Hey, have you met Matt? He used to be a
virgin.
Not that they give a fuck, but they're doing these shows.
Oh, if someone was paying me money to do stupid, I don't know how much they get paid, but if
you'd be an ex-virgin as well?
Oh, no problems. I'll be whatever you want. No problems. No dramas. Whatever you want.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, that fucking music.
Oh, back to the album.
All right.
Do we have any idea when we're going into the studio, what part of the year we can expect something, anything?
We're pushing hard. We want to release... We have this thing that we always release at the end of the year. I don't want to release at that time anymore because then you release, say, like in November, and then Christmas and New Year's rolls around, and then you got to fight against.
And no one's playing metal,
you know. And you got to fight. You got to fight against fucking Michael Bublé that just stepped out of his cave for another fucking 11 months of the year, and legit. Fucking, you know what I mean, like, and it's a fucking. It's like you might have November, which some people do well, like Polaris. You know, Polaris.
Yeah, of course.
They released their fucking album in November, and it pumped. They're killing the game. Like they just like fucking. Quadrupled in size, no problems.
It does work for some people because they catch...
I mean, the way I looked at it was like, their album's sick, so like it's going to get the attention. That's it. Sick album, no problems. People listen to it anyway.
Yeah.
But like, if you're doing something a little bit different like we were doing, it's a bit harder to like catch people's attention when you got like... You got to compete with Christmas fucking things, all the specials, all the deals, all the shit that's going on. It's fucking hard. So this time we want to release... We were hoping for like the first half of the year, but since we're in March and... I don't know... We're pushing. I would like to release the first single May.
Fat.
And then...
Video or nah?
Yeah. And then do... I don't know. Maybe June, July. So it's still in the middle of the year. That way we get like people are bored cunts in Australia in winter because nothing to do here in winter. It's fucking chat.
And you know
just
what?
Sit around do nothing.
Metal, I feel fits winter though.
Yeah, but then on the other spectrum, you got
music.
But you got the like most of our fans based on our Spotify and shit is in America.
So
they're in summer. They're in summer. But the good thing about them is they have summer holidays. So they're out busy doing things. But they might be driving, looking for music to listen to, might whatever else. I don't know. I just want to give it a go, releasing at a different time.
Where is your biggest off analytics? Is it America?
America.
Go to the fucking States.
Right, it's more than half. So like say we haven't released anything in over a year or whatever, but we're sitting on maybe a constant 30,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. Like 60% of them are from America.
Fuck.
And then maybe like 15% is Australia, and then the rest is just scattered all over Europe and the South Americas.
What about age-wise? Analytics is a fucking mad thing to have.
The thing about age is it says that our biggest age group is like 24 to 30 or something like that, whatever it breaks it up. It might be 18 to 24, 24 to 27 or something like that.
Yeah.
And so it says it's 24 to 27 or something like that. And then that's 50%. Then it like splits like 20%, 18 to 24.
And the 30 to 40,
and 27
whatever.
to 30 something.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
there's like 2%, or 5% up in the 50s and something. And then there's like under the 18s is very little. But I'm thinking to myself, like being at school and teaching and stuff, like kids don't pay for Spotify, bro. They download illegally and they listen to music through apps that don't pay.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get...
And YouTube.
Like, what fucking 14-year-old can afford to monthly subscribe to Spotify?
And the other
Unless the
thing
parents
is,
are paying for it or it comes with their phone plan, but a lot of them don't do it. I know they use this other app. I don't know what it is, but it's for free. It's some dodgy fucking app that like you just search it up, and I searched us on there, we come up, and then people listen to your shit on there. That's a whole other market that like you never learn.
No analytics for that shit.
You never learn anything. You don't know how. It could be fucking triple the amount of your normal thing because like young kids get into this shit.
The other thing is young kids under 18 and what the fucking Formula One out? There's a Formula One out in Livo.
Like fuck off, cunt.
Just Schumacher just going to KKs. Yeah, kids under 18 and 17 also don't drive.
Yeah, they don't.
So if they're at
just,
home,
like,
they'll just YouTube. Whereas that 24 to 27, whatever it was,
Like
they're in the car.
when I listen to music, I listen to playlists because I don't want to. First of all, I don't be on my fucking phone when I'm driving.
Yeah.
Fucking pump it on and throw it somewhere and
Exactly.
let it play.
That's why. So while you're driving, going to work, you know.
Hitting the gym, exercise, whatever you do.
Exactly. So
Same thing. Like all the things that we're talking about, you don't want to do by holding your hands to playlist come. And that's good. It's a good thing though because if you listen to like, do you use Spotify over Apple Music or?
nah, Apple Music, but I use both though.
So like Spotify's good for its playlist more than anything.
Yeah.
So like it'll give you like playlists made for you. So like every like week it'll like update what you've been listening off. So it'll give you like 5 or 6 playlists. So it might be like, you know, Big Pun, Big L, KRS-One,
Yeah.
2-Pack, whatever
Yeah.
you're listening to, all the old school shit. And then you might have like Skepta, Stormzy as a UK grime, maybe if you're into listening to hip hop. And then mine goes into like some new age rappers. I might get into like some Suicide Boys every now and again or something like
Yeah.
that. And it gives me all that kind of stuff, like
Fucking oath.
Puyas and all them type of shit. Then I get into like rock stuff and I'll get like, you know, Queens of the Stone Age, like whatever the fuck rock shit I'm listening to, Radiohead.
Yeah.
And it gives you all that shit, which is sick. So when you go through, but then it also gives you like the release radar. So what's based off those artists and those genres you're listening to, it'll give you a list of songs that are new out that you'll probably like.
Right,
and you
right.
hit that and you go through and you like to listen to new music that's come out. And it might be the singles or whatever else. And I pick songs from that and so that's how you find new music.
That's Spotify's selling
Biggest thing.
point. Yeah, that's definitely
and
their
like
thing.
being an artist and going on there and seeing like almost half the people that find us come from those playlists like Release Radar, You'll Discover Weekly, all the things that you don't go looking, they just kind of come to you.
Yeah.
And like, you know, even into like you click a genre and it's got like, you know, A1 hip hop,
Yeah.
you know, whatever the metal is, like it's like local, homegrown, whatever the fuck it is, and you listen to them and that's how Spotify works. The good thing about Spotify is you submit your music to those playlists too. So like once you got your shit uploaded through your third party aggregator, whoever's putting your shit up on Spotify and Apple Music, once it's up there, Spotify lets you go on there and you submit your music to people at Spotify who listen, people in Australia, I'm guessing, and because every playlist is for country, and they go through and listen to your album, whatever you submit a song. I think you submit a song. That person listens to it, and if they think it's good enough for a playlist, then they'll go and place you on a playlist, and then they'll put you there for like however long it's. So if they chuck it on there and it's doing shit, they'll put you off.
Yeah, okay.
If you chuck it on there, people are liking it, and it's getting more hits, and people are listening to it, then it stays on there.
Okay, fat.
And that's why it's good for an artist, I think. Okay. A lot of people don't know about that, I don't imagine. Like going on, once you've done it, you go on your Spotify artist page and you can upload to be submitted into playlists.
And are they private? Some are and some are
No, these are public ones. Like these are Spotify curated ones. So these are ones that they make. Spotify make them. So like A1 hip hop, all that sort of stuff is made by Spotify.
Okay.
So yeah. So like you know, the other day I saw 111, the hip hop group, but they're like on some Spotify ad, like crazy. Like they're gonna like they're killing it. Like they're
overdone.
Like as far as like a hip hop group goes, they are fucking killing it.
They're
like
fucking
stupid.
huge. Out of nowhere too.
And I'm just going through and you get a Spotify ad and it's them. And you're looking at it just like...
Yeah.
Like, which means they bypassed that whole like playlist thing. Like they must have submitted all this shit or whatever, got picked up by Spotify or some shit. And they've been asked to like, promote...
Spotify and themselves.
For Aussie hip-hop, I'm guessing. Whatever they are. Hip-hop, R&B, they kind of cross grounds with like the singing and the hooky stuff. And
they're their own shit.
Yeah, their own.
So, hopefully mid-year, what else can you give us about the album? Couple of things to tease and we'll get the fuck out of here.
I think I said there's 14 songs.
Okay.
So there's 14. I'm glad there's that many. Make up for the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Features.
Mm-hmm. How many?
Hoping for 1, 2, 4.
Fat.
2 on the same song.
And you've only had one feature.
Lockdown so far.
No. On the last 2 albums.
Oh yeah, on the last
first one, nothing.
Well, the first one we did.
So first one, yeah, that was
Mateo from Novelist.
Remission.
Yep.
Yeah. That's
the
it?
only one. That's the only one.
That's fucking hectic. And now you're looking at a possible 4?
Yeah, so got one lockdown for sure, which is the most important one.
Yeah. Any rap, metal?
It's different.
Fat.
It's definitely not rap.
Is that the whole...
Or singing.
Is that the whole... was that your whole approach to the whole album?
Yeah, this time I was like, fuck it.
No box, fuck this.
Fuck this, I don't care. Like, I've got fucking sampled bass in there, like
cunt.
weird fucking sub bass going through. It's not even 808. It is an 808, but it's like a fucking weird wobbly subby bass. I don't know. Like just sampled drums, fucking all different tempos, like fucking...
I've heard a lot, so I can't say anything. I've heard
like
majority.
on our old stuff, like... I was playing in F the entire time, so like I'd have my guitar tuned down all the way down to F, almost a full octave down, and I play everything in either it'd be E. No, it'd be E sharp Phrygian, whatever. Who cares? It's like it's a Phrygian scale, and you use F, so it'd be E sharp F. Yeah, and it's E sharp Phrygian. And then I write everything in that same fucking scale.
Yeah.
And all that old stuff is written in the same fucking key, the same fucking, using the same shit, the same fucking bullshit tempos between 110 and 140, 150. The exact same thing. So it's fucking boring. You put it on, and you're listening to it, and by the time you get through the third track, you're like, change it. This time, we got shit in drop C, like drop D, like B, G, F, even lower. We're going lower as well. Like I'm harmonizing shit down, like to
tempos,
to like C sharp, the octave lower, like just fitting like things like tempos ranging from like 220 to like 115, like just all over the shop. Like
I'm fucking G. Like I said, I've heard a lot of the pre-pro shit, a lot of the shit you've written, some stuff even Blackie's recorded. It's off its fucking head. I can't wait for recording the whole process.
Yeah.
Because pre-pro is something, it's making it all work. It's an ugly process.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Most people, it does their head in, which is natural. Like doing the same shit for 12 hours with one sound, it's fucked. But yeah, I'm G'd up for the whole album, for the rollout, for the gigs that follow. It's
we're going to be gigging heaps more this year too.
That's what, yeah.
Because like we want to go to the States. All our fans are there, so we want to go there.
We didn't even get into fucking Tech Fest, touring UK and shit. But hey, like you're gonna come back.
And we'll do it again.
All of yous will come. Once the album's out, we'll do the whole band. I did one with Blackie that I'm not happy about, so we'll probably do it again. Who gives a fuck?
Who cares?
It's just a couple.
It's
a couple more beers.
Why not?
Yeah,
I'm out anyway. We need another one, so we'll have a ciggy after this anyway. We'll sort it out.
All right,
have
done.
a chat.
Hey, thank you for doing this, cuz.
Oh, good, brother.
I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, share, follow Shtev. I think what's your at?
Instagram.
Yeah.
Shtev _, I think.
At SHTEV _. I'll tag him in the video and the posts. And yeah, see you next week. Peace.
See ya.